Hi guys. Phoenix Faith here. And so um I just wanted to kind of just rant a little bit and getting things off of my chest, doing this in a more creative, healthy way, I feel like. um so I was sitting and I was thinking, reflecting and about, how it took a lot of strength. It took me a lot of strength to be the whole Queen of Swords. Like it took some time, and God divine, I'm just going to speak how I want to speak. God, okay, kept allowing me to see certain things and kept talking to me intuitively and got me to a point where it was just like, you know what? I just completely said, F this. F it. F it. If I got to be alone, sleeping in my bed alone, in my lovely apartment, F it. I got the money. I got everything else but the outside love of another person. F it. This is what I want. I want my peace. And clearly, I got to have it within myself first, right? That's what I've had to learn, am learning, or had to accept anyway. So it's like, okay, I am in my Queen of Swords. I have a very zero tolerance. And it's so funny because like certain readers will pick up on, like, especially if it's my sign. I'm a sun Capricorn, right? I'm a Cappy. And so like certain readers will like can easily pick up on, like, okay, Water Baby Tarot. Let me tell y'all about Miss Water Baby Tarot. Beautiful soul. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. One of my favorite tarot readers. I mean, she's so damn good. Like, cause she really be tapping in, and I can tell that she really be tapping in, cause this time I can, experience this. I can still feel this experience. I'm trying to get my words together, right? And it was like when I just started watching, and I just kind of was like, you know what, F it. After I didn't cut everybody off, I didn't cut all the snakes, the heads off snakes, I didn't cut people the F off. Childhood friends. I'm not even talking about on some, not just the divine masculine, but a whole bunch of mother effers I had to let go of. Because and I was tired of explaining myself, tired of, it's like, okay, I'm clear. They're not clear, but I'm clear. And I just was like, F it. I just got to walk away from the table. When love is no more not being served, you got to walk away. And I believe that's a Nina Simone, a really botched Nina Simone quote. But anyway, so Water Baby Tarot, it was so freaking hilarious. So I am watching her videos. I believe they were just about my sign, Capricorn. And she started to she did a reading for Cappies, and she tapped in so good. She was like, she was saying something about this person coming back. And I knew, because I'm tapped in, turned on, and all other crap, whatever, right? So I knew exactly who she was talking about. And this is right in the beginning, like right after I did the big cutoff. Like I cut him off, and it was hard, okay? That decision was motherfucking hard, all right? But I had to do it because it was like this, it was so good, And the bed was one thing, and it was good, and towards the end he started to open up more, but he still was he still couldn't fully do it, and I just had to make that decision for the both of us. I just had to be the one. You know what? You want to be out here lusting after other women, you going right ahead. You don't eat. I'll never forget this other girl. I'm skipping around, but I'll get to my point. This other girl was like, this is a little while back. It had nothing to do with YouTube. I think it was like on Instagram or something like that. It might have been a quote for all I know, but I feel like it wasn't. She was like, you don't eeny, meeny, miny, mo me. There's no eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay? You choose her. And I'm going to make sure you choose her so you can see the difference. Because, you know, and I'm, excuse me, and then it was someone else. What's this girl's name? Am I tripping or not? Tarot. And she was like, the ghetto nun. And she was like, you too busy acting like the karmic, he can't tell the difference. And that spoke so loud to me, right? Because I was like, yo, I was conducting myself like, I mean, I was technically a karmic, like I really was, right? Until I had to cut. I mean, I had to fucking, excuse me, I don't like to curse necessarily, but I like, you know what I mean? I had to cut his ass off when I queen swore his ass. But anyway, so Water Baby Tarot, so. And I was so pissed because I knew, and not at her, but I was so mad that this is what, because I could just feel the truth in what she was saying. And so I'm just like, no the F not. And while I'm like yelling and cursing at the video. I'm like, no the F, he better not come back. And I'm going off at a video, like the Water Baby Tarot can hear me. I'm going off. And she, you know, throughout the video, and she is, she was like, I can feel y'all are like, she was like, I can feel y'all saying hell no. Like, I don't know if she cursed, but whatever. She was like, I can tell y'all are like, no, he better not. Like, she was like basically saying exactly what I was saying back at me. And I'm like, yes, sis, no, he better not. Like, I'm not playing games, okay? I'm not playing games with this man. Woo-wee! So it was hilarious. And she was like, let him back in, whoever this person is, give him a chance, Cappies. I can tell y'all are defensive. And then she pulled out the 7 of Wands or something like that. I can tell y'all are defensive. She was like, and she, you know, she has her little laugh, and she was like, but let him back in. Let's, you know, just forgive him. And I was crying. I was so mad, y'all. I was so mad. At the time, because I had just cut him off, and I'm like, and I'm already getting messages that this fool is coming back. Oh hell no. But that literally was like 2-3 months ago. That was 2-3 months ago. So I've done a lot of healing. I've gotten myself to a much better place where I'm just keep letting go. You know, letting go of expectations, letting go, because, and continuing to stand in my power. Because one thing that I do know, if it's not him, as you can tell, I'm doubting it, right? I know better, but I'm still out of my mouth doubting it. And I know that is counterproductive. I'm very clear on that. But if it's not him, like I said, if it ain't him, it'll be Tim or Jim. God ain't gonna have my pretty, fine, intellectual body right. You know what I mean? God ain't gonna have me sitting nowhere by myself, not being a happily married wife and mother to some kids. I know the devil is a liar, okay? That's right, I said it. And I'm a Capricorn, but the devil is a liar in the religious sense. Yeah, I mix and match and everything else. It's a part of who I am. And ain't nobody else going to tell me nothing about it. But anyway, I just had to just get that off my chest. Because I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, I came a long way. In 2-3 months, and it's still a lot more. I'm not saying it's over. This is just the beginning. Like, this is just the very beginning. But I'm so proud of myself that I'm in a much cooler, better place. Like, I have a much better understanding of everything. And, I mean, as much as I do know, right? Obviously. And I'm thankful to God for the clarity. I'm thankful. I'm at peace. I go to bed and I'm at peace. It's like man, listen, I don't have, why am I up all night? Like, I'm the one that did something wrong, even if it is his energy. But it's like, no, I still have control over myself, I still got control, He could be up all night. I'm not gonna be up all night, you know. I and it's so, for me, it's been so intense. It's been so intense. The intimacy, the part of the intimacy has been so intense, and I'm pretty sure it's because of what I've been posting on my Facebook page. And I had to come to grips with the fact that Facebook is a trigger for me right now. Like, Facebook, social media, like Facebook is a trigger for me. We're not friends on Facebook, but I know I be lurking, and I know God darn well he be lurking. I know this. Not just because other readers have said it. I've done my own reading, and I'm pretty good, with doing my own personal stuff, my own personal work. And so I'm pretty sure we're mirroring each other, and I'm clear on that. But anyway, I just had to rant and get that off my chest. Like, this it's beautiful right now. For me, I'm becoming more imbalanced, and I have to remind myself when I get too much involved in 3D, meaning when I'm too much missing him. And it's like missing him in the sense of, obviously we're not physically together. And it's like, okay, well, I gotta keep checking myself, because it's not about him. He's the not the prize. I shouldn't say. He is the reward for doing all of the self-love and self-care and all of that. A lot of people, a lot of women, divine feminines, whatever, a lot of women on this journey are like tripping out. Like, they be tripping out. Like, oh, he came, he left, or whatever. Or like, oh, I don't want him back. Or, oh, like, I wouldn't even necessarily speak to the ones that say that they don't want their person back. I wouldn't necessarily even give them any type of, but it's like the worriers, the ones who are so worried. And I ain't gonna hold you. I am, but I just don't express it like that. I don't express it in that way, because I know that the physical union is the end. Like, it is the end of this whole self-love thing, because I done worked on myself. I'm a project, right? I don't need no outside project. I don't need me a builder nigga. Excuse me. I don't need me a builder nigga, though. Okay? It's like, nah, we both broken. I'ma work on me, you work on you. If we meant to be, we shall be. And that's that, And so it's like, and so I do my best to encourage other people, other women who are worriers. This video is going kind of long, but anyway, I encourage other women to be that are the worriers, to kind of be like, well, sis, you gotta love yourself, sis. This is not like, he is the God. That's the, like, I'm trying to figure out how I do say it, right? But it's like, don't worry so much about him. And while I'm telling them that, I'm taking my own advice, right? Don't worry so much about him and where he is and what he's doing. Focus more on yourself, because that's what this is about. If you keep focusing on where he is in his journey, and where he is in his healing process and everything else, it'll frustrate you. It'll frustrate you, because you like, yo, I done got this daggone far. But then it's like, okay, sis, you gotta check yourself. I gotta check myself, because it's like, okay, but it took me a long time to get here. This just didn't happen overnight. I didn't just go to sleep, wake up one day and be like, oh crap, I'm on a certain type of journey. I have a certain type of purpose. That I would be lying if I said that. That's not true. So it's like, as long as we continue to, as the women, right, as the feminines, right, as long as we continue to grow and give and show ourselves self-love and self-care, You know, they have to catch up. I mean, and then the whole thing is ultimately is the faith piece of it. The faith of it. Not seeing it in the physical, but just knowing that it's going to happen. And that's easier said than done, right? But isn't that what this whole thing is about here? The faith. And I'm not saying that because it's in, Phoenix faith. I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying it because it's very profound. It's the faith piece of it. Just the faith of a mustard seed. Some hope. Trust your intuition, ladies. Trust your intuition. God never lies. Trust your intuition. I mean, there's bazillion scriptures saying how you shouldn't trust man no way, as you shouldn't trust a human being anyway, right? Someone's delivering you a message. If it don't feel right, then it ain't right for you. If it don't sound right, then it ain't right for you. And keep it moving. Sometimes we tend to pine on things and try to I know for me, I'll speak for myself. We try to get to the root of it. Everything you don't need to get to the root of. Everything you don't need to be so curious about. It's like, cause what's that saying? all those cliche sayings. Curiosity killed that cat. And let me tell you something. I'm done running out of, like, you know what I mean, running out of lives. Everybody I meet, I ain't supposed to sleep with. Like, it was some hard lessons that Shorty had to learn. I'm Shorty. That I had to learn. But anyway, I that's my little rant for the evenington. If anybody is still listening, I hope you guys continue to have a blessed week. And I will be doing more rant videos because I'll just be having to get stuff off my mind, off my chest. Woo-wee. And I'm sure other people can relate. This is how I'm going to do my healing. Oh, all right, y'all. Till next time. Bye.